Pastor Gino Jennings out in Philadelphia raised an issue in such a way that was very instructive to us Muslims, those of us who say we believe in what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. I personally am thankful to Allah for Pastor Gino Jennings and what he did. The brother raised the point to us Muslims. We say God is a man, a black man born from an atom in space. Where is that in the book? He said, your man, Elijah Muhammad, claims to be a messenger of God. He said, if he is the messenger of God, then his message must be in accord with the word of God.
Without a doubt.
We can't argue with that logic. He is correct. He said, if the message is not in accord with the word of God, then the messenger is no messenger of God, but is a liar. And he's challenged us to prove in the Bible Elijah Muhammad's claim that God is a black man who emerged from an atom in space. He debated Muslims. I reached out to Pastor Jennings, and we were supposed to discuss this matter. I accepted his challenge to prove that the word of God is consistent with what the messenger of God taught. He initially accepted and then declined. I'm going to have something to say about that today. The fundamental mistake that he made, he held up as the word of God, King James book. That's not the word of God. It's the word of King James. God don't speak English until 1930. We take it to this book. And he had the nerve to think he can debate Muslims on the Quran. He said that Elijah Muhammad's teaching contradicts not only the word of God encoded in the Bible, but the word of God encoded in the Quran. So we're going to look at the word of God. But we have nothing to do with King James and his homosexual cohorts. We're going to look at what God said in his words, but his words are not restricted, so you understand my presentation. From my perspective, his words aren't restricted to these two books. He spoke to black people before 1400 BC. He spoke to us in Kemet. He spoke to us in Mesopotamia. He spoke to us in ancient Arabia. He spoke to us in ancient India. And we are going to look at what he said across the world so that you will leave here, we will leave here knowing that God, what God said in 1930 to us in America, he has said across the world to the people of antiquity. So if they out there don't want to believe us a message to the black man, well, maybe they will believe what the ancient Indians said about God. Maybe they will believe what the ancient Cometians said about God. Maybe they will believe what the ancient Mesopotamia said about God, especially when all of them are saying the same thing, and it agrees with what Master Farad Muhammad taught.